to a new video. So in this video I'm going to show you our new home, my new studio, and I'm actually downsizing because every time my studio is getting smaller, my photo studio, but I can still make it work, and I'll show you in this video. So first, let's have a look at my old studio again. Maybe have some clips from my first studio. That was a big one. I was renting this big studio space and like a shopping area. Later I moved and I had the studio right next to my home, and it was still pretty big. There was a kitchen area inside in the studio space and like a toilet. Now I'm going to an even smaller studio. It's tiny, it's really small, but I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you sessions and behind the scenes and final images. So don't worry if you have a small studio space. And you see all these other photographers with like huge studio spaces. Small doesn't have to be bad. You can make it work. It's easy to warm up. It's easy to cool down when it's really warm because it's small. So let's watch. Okay, so I think one of the first things I'm going to take with me to the new studio is my background system. And that might be it for now, because my boyfriend cannot lift heavy things at the moment, so that one we're gonna take later. And I might already take some other things, but yeah, this couch, I don't know if I'm going to have it in my studio. It might be a little bit too big. But for now, we are bringing it to the new house for the living room, for the kids to chew on before we get the real couch there. And then we can always decide what we're going to do with it. Maybe put it in the guest room. So this is what I'm taking now. It's a complete chaos here. So yeah. But things will be okay. There's like stuff everywhere. But things will be okay. Let's move to the new studio. I'm going to show you the new house. So this is it, our new house. I'm just mopping the floor. There we have another space, and here we have the kitchen, which is quite like an older kitchen, so we might replace it, but not yet. There's another bathroom there, and just some space. We already took some stuff with us, and we went to IKEA yesterday, so we have the new flooring for upstairs and the view. And two beautiful kids. Let's go to the studio. So here we have the front door. Here the jackets will go. There's the bathroom. Here you step up into the living room. And then here's the door to the studio. So people enter there and then walk straight into the studio. So here we go. So this is my new studio. This is it. It's not super big, but I'm gonna make it work. And then something very special will come there in the backyard. That one will go, the little playhouse. So yeah, I'm gonna paint the other studio wall white as well to make it as big as possible. And I'm going to store most of my stuff here or upstairs in the house, because we have like 5 bedrooms and tons of space, so just the stuff that I'm using will be there. Yeah, so this is it. So I'm going to vacuum here and then put my background system here just to show you how big it is. So it's not super big, but also I don't need like a kitchen space and a bathroom, because bathroom is right here, entrance. So it will just be my backdrop system, changing table, and then the newborn station, and then 2 chairs for the parents to sit on, or the bench, couch, depending on how much space I have. So yeah, studio. Okay, so the kids have been playing, which is great. Well, we have internet, so that's nice. And the last days it's just been raining, so no sun yet in the living room, but that's okay. And I brought my plant over. So let's have a look upstairs and see what we have been up to. So as you can see, I have been painting. We already have parts of the new flooring. I'm currently painting this room. So as you can see, everything is like this yellow color, even the ceiling. I've painted the other ones, but except for this one. And that one will have some wallpaper. The other walls will just be white. They were all green. Different colors of green. And then we have another floor. Well, this floor we still have to take out. Another room here. Still painting that wall. So many weird stains here on the wall. And this one was dark blue, so I already put on one layer of paint. That one was blue. So this would probably be like a guitar room and then my sewing machine. And this will be a guest room. So yeah, all the old laminate floorboards from the first 3 rooms. And I'm still gonna paint that white as well. And of course, extra layers of paint on those walls. We already started a little bit last night, even though it was dark. But as you can see, there were, because this one was in the hallway, and then this one was in one room, and then here we have a more like a yellowish, and then here more like an orange one. So we had 4 different types of floors just on one floor. So now it's all gonna be the same. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite okay. The corners and everything were just awful. But we managed. Now we go to the other room. So here we have my daughter's room. And that wall, I'm going to put that wallpaper on. Oh, there you go, that wallpaper. It's probably not enough. So, yeah, let's start. Okay, little studio update. I have moved most of the items in. This is maybe not the spot where things will be, but for now they're in here. And next, what I'm going to do now is paint this wall white, because I want it to look as big as possible. Light, bright, airy. So yeah, and there it's purple. So I'm gonna paint that wall completely white. So yeah, this is what it is now. It's not big, but I have my changing table in, newborn station, and yeah, things might get moved. But except for this, I just need 2 chairs to be in here. And then during the newborn session, parents can sit whatever there. During Kicksmas session, maybe here. So then I move the chairs. But this is it for now. So now it's going to be time to paint the wall. Okay, so the first layer of white paint is on. Obviously, it needs a second layer. It's also still wet, so it's drying. Eén momentje, kom maar aan, ja? I'm now going to continue putting the wallpaper on the kids' rooms. And maybe in the future I will paint this wall like a sand color, if that's cute for like a backdrop for like portraits of parents holding their newborn. But for now, at least the dark color is gone, and then I can always put like a sand color on. But yeah, so it's drying. Okay, so every time we come here we bring new stuff. But anyway, I went to IKEA again and I got 2 of these chairs because I wanted them to be comfortable when like breastfeeding, but still light and portable. Also have like pillows to go in it. So I'm gonna put them together and then put them in the studio. And I think they're nice as well when a sibling is holding his baby brother or sister, because the chair looks really nice. And they're light and portable and not too big, because comfortable chairs with armrests are usually really big. So let's put them together. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add 1 more layer of white paint, and there's going to be a light there. For now, this is what it looks like, and I just painted the edges again, so they're still drying, and then when they're dry I'll just add an extra layer. You'll hear the dog in the background. Wat is er? Vind je niet leuk? She's wearing shoes because the floor is a bit slippery. So yeah, why I picked these ones, I like the colors, the materials, and I can wash this pillow. Okay, so today's a really exciting day because I'll have my first session here in the studio. It's a friend who's coming over and she's bringing her 10-month-old daughter. So I'll be photographing her because tomorrow I have my first real session, like a cake smash session, and then Thursday another cake smash session. So I want to test the lights, just the settings, the background. I just want to be more confident going to the session tomorrow. So I have a model today, a 10-month-old girl. She's beautiful. I actually photographed her birth. I photographed her newborn session. So now it's time for a late sitter session. So yeah, she's already crawling and like standing up, but holding on to something. So she's sitting really well. And she might just crawl away the whole time, which is fine. So I have some more stuff that I'll bring to the studio and they're coming in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to set up, make sure that it's nice and warm, and then have my first session here in my new studio. So yeah, here's some of the stuff that I just brought. I mean, we're not living in the house yet, so we still have stuff to do. Doesn't matter. So I brought a flocati, just 2 baskets. This and I already have a basket there. Those are just new towels. I'm not taking those. These are other stuff as well. So it's just this box with some blankets and then 3 backdrops. So this is the current status. It's not as bright and sunny today as yesterday. So yesterday when I put it on, it was so nice and light, but it's a little bit darker today, which is okay. So here we have changing station and then outfits. And I still want to like organize the outfits. Headbands, that will have a cover later today. Here we have the background. Here we have the newborn outfits. Then we turn around to the other side. And I have 2 chairs to sit in. And then my newborn station is behind there. So when I have a newborn session, these chairs, I'll move to the other side. But then I'll roll up the background as well. And here I have blankets and the bathtub. And I can put quite a lot more in there. And then here is the bathroom. So that's great. So they come in, they have the bathroom. They don't actually go into the house, which is over there. They just walk straight into my tiny studio space. And yeah, because things will change this year. More weddings, the beautiful greenhouse, and less studio sessions. But still, I am glad that I can still photograph newborns and sitters and cake smashes. So let's get some stuff in. Okay, so I just realized I didn't bring like clips to clip my backdrop with, but I have some for the newborn table. But that's good that I'm here to check out what I'm still missing. I'm just gonna see if the height is okay if I use the backdrop with like a line, because today I have the blue floral one, the pink floral one, and the wooden one, and this creamy one. So the only one where I really need to make sure that the height of the backdrop is correct is the wooden one, because it has a line. I actually just ordered a new backdrop with like dark wood, because I don't have a real dark wood here in the studio, because the studio is very small. And so I ordered like a vinyl backdrop, but then with really dark wood. And I really hope it doesn't give like a glare when I use flash, but that is to be discovered soon, because I hope I have it. I'll receive it soon, so I can start using that one for like cake smash sessions and stuff, because normally I would have like a bonus backdrop which was a dark wood, so people are counting on it. But let's see if this is the right height. So yeah, tomorrow for the cake smash, I'll use this one probably as the base in between decor. Like portrait photos decor to start with. As you can see, because the wood is going vertical in the back, I don't want it to bend, so I'm going to put it a little bit higher, and then it should be okay. as you could see, it was beautiful. She's beautiful. So we took some lovely photos. I think they turned out great. And the fun part is that my settings were exactly the same as in my old studio. So the light is kind of similar, probably. Although in my old studio I had light coming from both sides, like natural daylight. Here I have it more from one side. But it was, of course, a little bit dark outside, a little bit overcast, so it'll be different when the sun is shining, but let's go with the flow. So I have my shutter speed at 1/200, my ISO 125, and then my aperture wide open at 1.8, eye tracking autofocus, and like a single focus point. My speed light was set at 1/32. And I photographed with my Nikon Z6 II with my 50mm lens. And I think it's really nice that I'm sitting on the floor, eye level with the kids, and the parents can sit behind me. There's enough space. They can sit on the chair, but they can also sit next to me. There's enough space for that changing table. There's enough space. So yeah, I did realize that I have to turn on the heating a little bit earlier, but that's because we're not living here yet. So like yesterday, there wasn't anyone here in the evening and the afternoon, so in the night everything was turned off, and it's quite cold outside today, but it got really hot and steamy as we were doing the session. So I'm gonna get a thermometer. Anyway, the thing is you can just place here, and then I can see what the temperature of the room is, kind of keep track of that, because it was getting really warm as the session continued. We used 4 different decors. It was quite easy to change, and I can't wait to see my dark wooden decor. So tomorrow I kicks my session here. I do have to figure out if I'm going to fill up the bathtub before the session. It's just really warm, and then leave it here so I can just pull it out as we start with the bathtub part, or I will just quickly go to the kitchen, which is right next door, to fill up the bathtub. But yeah, everything's fine. So I'm confident for tomorrow. Session won't be until in the afternoon, so I can come in the morning and just work a little bit in the house. I still have to paint 2 rooms and clean the bathroom, and then I can already turn on the heating. Hopefully everything's fine, so I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, her room is not finished yet, but at least the wallpaper is finished, so it looks pretty good. So yeah, they picked out the wallpaper themselves. So she likes jungle and outdoors, and so I think it looks lovely. Today I have my first real session here in my newer, smaller studio space. It's a Kicksmith session. I have another one this week. I'm not nervous, but it's exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna prove to you that you don't need a big fancy studio, and even a spare bedroom could work to do a photo shoot. So let's go. Okay, so here we go, and I have the welcome sign with the name of the boy. I have the dark wooden, well, the wooden decor that we can use, maybe halfway, maybe at the end. And then here is the decor with the cake in front of it, and it's the beautiful jungle drip cake. Right here next to me I have some items that I might use. Well, wipes, cleaning wipes, like a little toy, a spoon, he doesn't want to eat with his hands, garbage bags, and the bubble bath. Softbox is coming from that side, place where the parents can sit, and that's actually the door where they come in. So it's very small, but I think I have all I need, so I'm gonna fill up the bath later. So yeah, ready to go. finished and everything went super well. Super adorable little boy. I love this mohawk. Space is fine for these types of shoots because parents can sit on the chairs, but most of the time the parents want to stand right behind me or right next to me anyway, or sit next to their child, so because they want to have like a close-up view. Yeah, I did fill up the bathtub in between real quick in the kitchen, which was fine. Yeah, I think we only photographed for like 45 minutes, which is usually how long a Kingsman session is, with all the changing in between. The boy was pretty tired at the end. So tomorrow, well, the day after, another Kingsman session here, and yeah, I'm getting more confident that this studio is fine. It's small, petite, but it works, and I love it. Hello, so today, new day, another session, a Kingsman session with a golden drip cake, and they have chosen like the brick backdrop as the backdrop to start with, because they actually like both. They want to have this sand colored one where I'm standing on right now with some gold and pink, but they want to have this one too. So I thought, okay, we can start with this one. And then go from there, and they like eucalyptus and just subtle things. So we'll go with that. So we'll start with this one. I want to use the more narrower bathtub because I think it's very cute too. I did notice the babies are a little bit more wobbly. That one is from newbornprops.eu, and the other one, the bigger one, is from OZ Backdrops and Props. I already compared the two in a separate video, but so today I might use that one, like the smaller one, which is more like a delicate one. It's different material as well. Still, I think I have 43 seconds to film on this SD card. I changed SD cards, but anyway, beautiful girl, so lovely. She had these really cute red cheeks, like when she came out of the car, and she kept them, but that's fine. She was eating the cake so much, she loved it, and the bath was really great. She wasn't wobbly at all, and I think I like it more because it's a little bit smaller. The other one is a little bit more chunkier. I quite like this one, so I might sell the other one, I don't know yet. Or I might keep it in the greenhouse for like sessions there, so I don't have to. I can use the same bath, I don't know yet. Anyway, lovely Kingsman session. Everything's great here in the studio, I like it. So now I have newborn sessions coming up, and I'm going to show you how they will go in my new very small studio space. Okay, so here we go. I have set up the newborn station in my studio. I still had to like put stuff away in different spots, but I think I have it all sorted out now. My softbox will probably be on that side. Parents will be sitting right there, and you are on the changing table. Anyway, I have a package to open, so I thought I'd open it with you. Let's open it up. Two different systems, because I usually order my vinyl backdrops from studiobackdrop.eu. I use vinyl. They are 2 meters wide, 4 meters long. I've shared this many times before already. I still get questions almost daily on Instagram what material my backdrops are and the dimensions. So there you go, 2 meters wide, 4 meters long. Okay, I'll come back to you after I've opened this. Otherwise I get all these comments about how dangerous I'm opening it with scissors and almost cutting myself. Let's do that off camera. There you go. Ooh, that looks really cool. So this is like a rubber. Let me first show you the material up close. There you go. Oh, it's actually quite long. Ah, so it's like, it's also, I thought it would be like square, just to photograph from the top. But it is like not square. I think it's 1 meter by maybe 2 meters. And it's like this rubbery material, so it doesn't wrinkle. This comes straight out of the package. And I can use it as like a smaller decor for like newborns, maybe in a bucket or like in a bowl. There's a design on the back as well. So yeah, I do have a discount code as well. It's Fenna, my name. So it looks really nice. This is really interesting. Cool, I like it. Okay. Normally I can take it out quite easily. Like just by holding it up like this. Oh, ceiling. So I have it on. In this case, of course, I can choose. Do I want the vertical ones here and the horizontal ones there, or the other way around? In this case, I would lower the stance to make sure that it doesn't curve up. But it looks really nice. Maybe I like it better the other way around. So let's swap. So yeah, in this case, the backdrop stand would have to be higher so that it starts curving here instead of here. Okay, super happy with the mat, which I'm going to use tomorrow. So I'm gonna take this one down and then put it away. Well, hello and good morning. So I am in my studio and today I have a newborn session with a little boy. And I get to film behind the scenes, so that's great. So I've done newborn sessions here before in the studio, but then I didn't have permission to film behind the scenes, but now I do, so I can finally show you how I do my newborn sessions here in my new studio. So the parents will be sitting there. I'll be photographing on the Paloma Shell Easy table. My light will be coming from that side pretty much, but I'll show you around in a second. The boy is 16 days old today. They've chosen earthy tones, so I'm going to change the backdrop. And yeah, I've already photographed their other son earlier, but he's not coming, so it's just the parents and the newborn. And I can do some like photos of the parents with the newborn in front of the softbox. Beautiful backlit portraits. I have the wooden floor mat over there. So I'm going to maybe braid my hair and then I'm going to show you around and change the backdrop. Okay, so quick tour of what the newborn session will look like tomorrow. Name will change. But here we have the beautiful floor mat, which just came in, and I think it looks really lovely. You see it from the top. Looks beautiful. So I can't wait to use it. Then some headbands over there. I still have to paint that wall, but it's okay for now. That's where the parents will be sitting. I'll take the parent shot right in front of the softbox, but in case they want a different background, whatever, sibling flocati, I can always use that. So here we have the heater, some outfits and wraps. Then we have the newborn table. Let me just pull back here. So we have the softbox over there. I'll be sitting on the ball. There's enough space. It's not big, but I think there's enough space. And then my light will be from that side. And behind the light I have more props or blankets I can always grab during the session. And then when I'm photographing parent in front of the softbox, I don't know where the softbox will be. Also when I'm photographing the baby there, I might use the natural daylight or I'll grab my softbox. So yeah, that's it for now. And I'm gonna put some wall art on as well. But for now, this is it. 15 square meters. I think, but don't blame me if it's not correct, but I thought it was something like that. Let me measure it up soon again, but it's not super big, but it's big enough. Okay, So I'll be sitting here. The heater's here. I'll just head it on, but oh, the heater's right here. You can't see him. You already see it. Baby shusher right here. I'm trying to determine what the best angle is, but I think this is a pretty good angle. And then the parents will be sitting right there. I have here my Blow Michelle easy table. I'm sitting on a yoga ball. Here's my Westcott 50-inch softbox, which I can move around without tipping it over. But yeah, I usually have it like around at this angle. Yeah, I can lower it a little bit. I think it's actually quite good this way, but anyway. So when they come in, I always have it a little bit on the side, because otherwise it's so like in their face as they come in. So yeah, they've chosen earthy tones. I have this beautiful like full-on outfit. I don't know how big he is, but this is like a little bit bigger size than just newborn. This one is really tiny, so, and they're like earthy tones. I have some blankets. I'll be photographing with my Nikon C6 II 24-70mm lens with adapter, because it's the older lens. I have like a trigger here, XT2N from Godox. There's a Godox speedlight in my Westcott 50-inch softbox, and the speedlight is a V862 for Nikon. Table will be vibrating a little bit, and as you might have noticed, it's quite sunny today. It's very cold, frozen world outside, but the sun is shining. So I have quite a lot of light coming into the studio. There are windows on that side and then behind me, but I actually want my main light to come from this side. It would have been better to place the softbox on that side, so I used the natural daylight and enhance it with my softbox, but I like it better when the parents can actually see what's happening, and that's a better spot for them to sit than over there. I could move it around. I could have them sit here and have the softbox there, but for now I don't. But then I do turn off my flash a little bit higher, so it's on 1/16 instead of 1/32, because I want to blow out the daylight a little bit. So I still have my main light coming from that side, and I do have some shadows to create like depth in the photo, but not like super harsh shadows, because I also have daylight coming from the other side, because it's kind of like my fill light now, the daylight, and then the main light is still the flash. So yeah, that was the update. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what it filmed, what you could see, because somehow whenever I turn on this vlog camera, which is my old one, the Canon one, I need to set the date and time again every time I turn it on, which is annoying. So I pressed record, I don't know if it recorded, but anyway, beautiful little boy. Maybe next newborn session I'm gonna try to place my light on the other side, so I have the daylight coming from the same side as the softbox. But for now I think I have beautiful photos. Yeah, it was great to use my new studio for a newborn session. So I might film another newborn session and then show you that one as well. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and more to come in new videos. So yeah, stay tuned or follow me on Instagram for more behind the scenes, and maybe I'll see you in the comments.